23 athletes. The two echelons will move together and join as they make their way up the home straight for the first time. And it's Haftu Strinsos of Glenn Huntly that'll lead them through the first 200 metres. Field tightly packed. Again, an impressive complement of athletes, about 40 seconds separating the top and lowest ranked athlete in this 23-man field. Amongst the field, Clary McIntyre at Box Hill, Glenn Huntly's Haftu Strinsos, Brent Layler of Athletics Tuel, Athletics Essendon's Adrian Phelan, Aaron Brown, Knox's Noah Jubal, Jamie Cook of Bendigo, Collingwood's Liam Delaney, Jesse Dunsmore of Frankston, Collingwood's Simon Beveridge, Jeremy Drake of Athletics Essendon, Tim Bryant from Collingwood, Glenn Huntly's Will Ockenden, Michael Marindi of Western Athletics, Glenn Huntly's Jack Bullock, Takanori Haraguchi of Japan. His best is 15.19, will be one to watch. Peter Dutton of Frankston, Glenn Huntly's Julian Kupler, Welde Murabatu of Box Hill, the second of the Japanese athletes in Kahai Miyara, Matthew Johnson of Doncaster, who we see at the front of the field, and Tom Hall of Collingwood, and Mentone's Corbin McCulloch. That's the field, 11 laps to go. This is the C race of the men's 5,000 metres in the Championship of Victoria, and we'll pick them up through 1,000 metres with their first split. As Johnson will lead them through 3:01.60. Strinsos into second place. Then it looks like McCulloch of Mentone, Beveridge of Collingwood, Cook in the green and gold there in fifth place for Bendigo. And the next of the Collingwood athletes in Liam Delaney. The field is stretched right out down the back straight, nearly over 40 metres. Worked into that Indian file setup. It's Johnson at the front, Strinsos in second. And we got a nicely contested race here, a good solid pace at the front for the C race over 5,000 metres. 8 laps to go. It's Johnson, Strinsos, McCulloch, Beveridge, Cook, Delaney, and then Hall of Collingwood. A good depth for the Collingwood Harriers in that first 8 placings. They've got 3 up there, and there's also 2 from the Bendigo Harriers. They're well represented, but it's Johnson of Doncaster at the front of the field. As he works his way down the back straight, he's going to hit the 2,000 metre mark, as the field is really split into 3 groups. We've got a leading group of 9 athletes on the track, led by Johnson through in 6:04.99 at the 2,000 metre mark. There'll be 5 laps to go. Johnson at the front, Strinsos and McCulloch, followed by Tim Bryant, Cook, the Japanese athlete, and Takanori Haraguchi, through in just around that 9:10 mark. So the pace is solid at the front of the field, around about that 15:15 schedule for our leading athletes. It's Johnson, Strinsos, Cook's now moved up into third, the Bendigo Harriers athlete. Bryant of Collingwood in the white with the black hoop. McCulloch there of Mentone in fourth. In the blue top, the 5th athlete in that leading group, it's Haraguchi of Japan. And that's how they'll sit inside 5 laps left to go in this men's C race in the 5,000 metre Championships of Victoria. 3 laps to go, and Strinsos that's moved to the lead. Bryant up into second, Cook, Haraguchi, Johnson, the early race leaders, just dropped back into 5th place, and it's McCulloch that rounds out that leading group of 6. Johnson and McCulloch just starting to be stretched by the 4 leaders. Strinsos applying the pressure at the front of the field. And down the back straight, they'll be approaching the 4,000 metre mark with 1,000 metres left to go. 2.5 laps of the track. It's the Glenn Huntly athlete in control at the front of the field. 12:24 as they went through. On about a 15-minute 30 schedule. So the pace has slowed overall in the context of how the race started out. They went through 3:01, 6:04 and about 9:10 at the 3,000 metre mark. But the pace has dropped a little bit. Strensos has moved through to the front. Bryant into second in the white and black at Collingwood. Cook's there, Haraguchi in the blue. They're the top four. Johnson and McCulloch have dropped back. And it's a further back gap to Brent Layla of Chilwell. 2 laps to go in the C race. Over 5,000 metres. It's Strensos of Glen Huntly in the lead. So it'll be 1 lap to go as our leaders make their way up the home straight. Strensos, Bryant and Cook all really started to dig in. They'll collect the bell. It's been a patient race, but it's going to be a long run for home. Haraguchi in the 4th. The first of the 2 Japanese athletes. Then it's a gap back to Johnson and McCulloch. Then Layla. A gap back further to Delaney. And the next of the Glen Huntly athletes in Jack Bullock. He'll collect the bell now. Further back is Dunsmore of Frankston. But we're tracking our race leader inside 200 metres left to go. And Bright is still just within striking distance, but he'll need to really start to work with 150 metres left to go. But Strensos will lead him into the straight of Glen Huntly. Has a look to his inside as he just works a little bit wide into lane 2. Bright will follow him. Cook's in 3rd place and comfortably so. But Strensos will stretch clear. He's been impressive. 15:17.99. It's the quickest time of the night. And it goes to the man from Glen Huntly to take out the C race. And that looks like a season's best from the man in sky blue.